Hello. Was there not sound? Oh my god, I had the desktop off for the whole thing, dude. I had the desktop audio off because I was recording. That's fine. You know this song. Yeah, no, I know there was no music. I figured it out. Oops. See, that wouldn't have made a noise either. So, my mistake. Anyway, here it is. I can't really get a good feel for how well balanced the sound is. I think the game might be a little loud. Let me know. So I actually did this a couple days later than I was expecting to. Like, the last stream I did of this, I left it feeling pretty confident. Yeah, we got to hear it. We had a good time. But I was having problems with basic enemies, and like I remember which ones, so I'll point it out when I get to it. This is just not that difficult a game. Like, you can see as this goes on, I just like forget enemy HP values and stuff all over the place. But at least I do this jumping knees pose. Hey Zether. So like it took me a while to remember that you just do 4 punches and then grand upper on the early signals. Also, that positioning I just had there, that's safe on like the first 2 levels, but once you hit level 3, the enemies are too aggressive, so they just throw you. It sucks. I'm pretty sure it actually is good. You're just not supposed to use it as much as I do. It's really more of a speedrunning thing. I did the vault because, like, I was trying to remember how it even works. Yeah, good one. Watch, I think he hits me again. No. But then I did the A button for some reason. Oh, man. So the game's not too loud. That's good. Yeah, it should be like at the exact volume that it would have been on stream if I have it set up properly. I was answering IMs here. That'll happen a couple more times. I always forget that one Donovan has an extra hit point. The one in Bourbon's room does too. And then I couldn't get to the meat. There's like only one apple in this whole sequence, but I always forget where it is. So like I grab it right at the beginning and then I beat the shit out of every other like table, and I am shocked that I got thrown by a signal this early into the game. This room is actually really sloppy. I remember it. Signals are assholes. I don't know, I never think there's anything interesting to say about the first level, though. Believe it or not, that throw was on purpose. You can tell because it's way faster than most of my throws. And so was that 4-hitter. I don't know why I did that instead of jabbing the grand upper, but... I love how lenient the infinite timing is on the easier difficulties. By the way, if you're a $4.99 sub, this emote is now live. Yeah, see that Donovan has an extra couple hit points too. That one doesn't. But now I... the fucking vault thing. I feel like Bourbon here would actually be a tough boss, but he has like 2 hit points. Yeah, you don't have to go all the way around when you do the vault. Also, like, I'm pretty sure you can't infinite this guy. He blocks eventually. And usually throws. Yeah, go on my Bourbon thing. By the way, hello everybody. Hello Ashen Circle and Gamma Chris and X Mortis, who's been here. And Neo Antoine, who's also been here. Who else wants a hi? Good punch. Hello, Unhaunting, how are you? It does kind of sound like one. I don't know what that would be. Symphony of... I don't know. What would R stand for? See, like, none of these Donovans require 2 punches before the Grand Upper, but I've been, like, so thoroughly fucked up by the 2 gotchas in the previous level that I do that for the rest of this whole run. Resonance. What about Sonata of Dracula? Oh, see, like this game is so forgiving. The fact that you can get hit this many times at any point in the game and be totally fine. I would love a sound bar. This is me answering IMs again, I think. And then immediately eating shit. That's me when I'm speedrunning. I knew he was in there somewhere. This is the problem with playing games offline and then replaying the VOD, though. Is it's like there's never much to say. Over a second. Yeah, I don't have the like fast or low delay setting on. So that's probably as good as your delay is going to get, unfortunately. Does it? I see. Maybe that's it. I don't remember this fight being a train wreck, meaning it probably was. I feel like I probably could have kept that up forever. I'm pretty sure you can infinite these guys as long as they're not in range to Izuna drop. And if they are, they'll just kill you. The A button. I can explain, like, no, I can't. Basically, there's one throw that you can cancel into stuff to get extra damage. That wasn't the throw I did, but World 4, Monster World 4, I think. I did the first, I don't know, couple dungeons of it. These biker dudes are definitely like the biggest jerks for me. Signals, bikers, and the like Hanzo set. This strat like looks complicated, but you can actually just hold the same direction and mash A. I don't do that. I actually do switch directions, but no, but I've heard the music. Does it count for anything? Do you notice these guys have like unique names? That guy's like AX1 or AXI or something. And then this dude isn't a yellow signal, he's Mavin, which I'm sure is supposed to be Marvin. But I did, it's clear he has this giant health bar, and then I did a yellow signal combo anyway, and just sort of punched the air. What a mess. High K price. He's just Mavin. That's definitely the nicest knife guy placement in the whole game. He just runs into you if you take the bait and fight the Garcia. Oh yeah, watch. I didn't know there was a Gonzalez back there. I don't know why I did all those hits to the cannon fodder enemy, but it's fine. That's what I deserve. Oh, there are other Josephs in the world. Okay, so that thing I just did where I did the jumping down B attack will get me killed later on. Because you actually can do that. You just have to do the down B late in the jump like you're playing a fighting game. But I'm pretty sure for some enemies, it's better to just empty jump and then land and start jabbing. It's probably fine for those guys even. I wasn't expecting that throw. That's why it took so long. But these guys, I think I have them mostly figured out. Except, I don't know, there's some stuff they do that I have no idea what you're supposed to do to counter it. So that throw there made a light turn on in my head, and I'll start doing that deliberately to those guys when it occurs to me, which isn't very often. I'm pretty sure you can't aggro that Donovan without aggroing those two. I don't know why I decide to finish this way, but I do. then this level does the thing to my OSSC that it always does. I think it happens right here. I don't even know why I bothered to pick this up. It's a good song. Mine is probably the character select music, but I assume it's a really short loop. Now they're blue. You'll see. See? I don't know why this happens. It wasn't happening the first several times I played this game, but something's wrong here. Something might have changed in the latest firmware update for the OSSC that causes this. Ah, that would be why. There we go. Just causing the thing to resync fixes it. I don't know, these are just the hardest enemy signals. I'm sitting there wailing away on him, not really thinking about the fact that I'm in his throw range. It may have looked like I was mashing, but that was a timing setup. That's right. That's the G signal that does that. What kills me is there's no purple signal in any, like, video format. These guys should have been called, like, Luma or Sync or something. Watch this fucking fight. 2 whiffs. It just keeps happening. The sword went away. What a mess. So now I'm like scared as shit of this guy. Oh, someone's operating it, I'm sure. I think this boss fight was like really bad too. Yeah. Does it really? Good night, Denier. I have no idea how to fight this guy. He's harder than Souther, but he doesn't hit anywhere near as hard, so fine anyway. What a mess. It took me like 45 seconds to kill him. I don't know. So immediate. Oh God, Denier, thank you so much. Sorry, I got startled. I tend to get startled. This is the level where signals start getting really dangerous. Luckily, these are the ones I screw up on. And then later on, I don't get thrown by them. That one didn't get me as hard as the sub notification, but it still did. I think Phase Potential was saying that just got hit in the face. The only difference is that there are no one-ups or something, which makes it hard as hell. So, hey, Hummingbird. You missed the first 3 stages. The only real important thing you missed was the end of stage 3, because it was totally silly. You know the big animatronic, like, HR Geeker head in the background, the Bayolet? I get hit by that so many times. So at this point, I'm so scared of the slides that I'm, like, doing this shit. Just trying to hit A as soon as I'm in range. Or B, I mean. I need a better strat than this. This takes, like, 10 years, and it's just embarrassing. Yeah, it's a reference to Bayolet from Berserk, but like the manga hadn't been translated yet, so it's just Bayolet, which it would be the same katakana. So all the times I get completely outmaneuvered by this, like, weakest enemy in the game. I don't know why I did the neutral A. Yeah, that's why there's a Griffiths, too. That's Griffith from Berserk. I think there are other Berserk references, but I don't know Berserk very well, so they all go over my head. See, that Donovan's got extra HP. But Starman, I encourage you to go back and just watch the Bayolet fight. It is absolute travesty. I feel like I would like Berserk if I got into it, although it might be a little too intense for me, content-wise. But I don't know, I've translated stuff that's... I keep trying to throw this brash and it doesn't work. Okay, this is not to spoil anything, but this is my first death. Maybe. Yeah, because this starts happening. So this, I was thinking about this way later. Oh, maybe I don't die here, but I should have. And I think I need to start just neutral jumping there and landing. Or empty jumping, you know? And then, just jabbing rather than doing an attack in the air at all. Did I summarize it? I don't remember. My history with that manga is like there was a show of it in like the late 90s, and I had my hopes up for it being something kind of different because I was only like 13 at the time or something, and I think the stuff that's cool about it definitely went over my head. I was like, this isn't Scrapped Princess or something, you know, a little more like light novel-esque. Oh yeah, there is a death coming up. You'll see. I get a little too hyphy here. I think it might even be this encounter. Yeah, I just start doing this thing, which you actually do want to do when you're cornered by enemies like that on both sides. But that's assuming that they're actually capable of damaging you more than you'll damage yourself doing the forward A. I looked up at my life bar after this, it's like, I'm a fucking fool. I'm pretty sure I should have just done this, like suplex them into each other. Uh-huh. Tell me about it. That was not deliberate, holding onto the guy so that the Hakuro's jump attack would whiff. It was a cool idea, but... You see me, like, blatantly try to do grand upper there and then hit the button while I was in hit stun, so nothing happened. So I just sort of walked the guy. Yeah, I was definitely not proud of myself for wasting all that life doing the forward A strat. Really? Everyone's playing Streets of Rage 2 now. Oh, this fight. Yeah, I've heard there's an exploit on them, but I don't know it. This strat works. I promise you this strat works. You just get Z-axis aligned and mash toward him, and then this happens. It's perfect. This is blatantly mashing. We really need to mod the game to play the Hanna-Barbera bongos when Abidede's revving up for that. Isn't this also a manga reference? I think somebody was mentioning this. Like, a whole lot of these names are. The jab strat? It's too hard. I assume you meant jab. The back fist. I've done the back fist once in my entire... I just stopped attacking. I don't really know what was going through my head. Or why I didn't grand upper this good. And the beginning of this level is really silly. No, I knew it was a typo. And then I can't find the pipe, which, by the way, I don't even know why I'm picking it up. I think that might bite me in the ass at some point. Oh, okay. And then can it, like, not spawn their weapons or whatever? Those guys were real bros about the whole beating the shit out of their boss thing. This stage went pretty poorly. The zap's not dangerous, though. That's good to know. I might do that for harder difficulties. Well, the sprite is definitely an Ultimate Warrior reference, but, like, the name is from something. I think maybe from a wrestling manga or something. Dude, Max is cool. I still think he's supposed to be, like, a lot harder to use than Axel, just because Axel is the easiest character in the history of games. I don't know what the hell to do about this Raven guy. I mean, that worked, but... That's... In real life, I have that much trouble navigating around, you know, boxes, too. I remembered getting hit there, but I guess not. Are you sure about that? I think the only deathless playthrough of Mania mode has been with Axel. Terrible sword tech. I'm just sort of swinging randomly. I wasn't aware, though, that you can hit these jetpack guys as they're ascending with the sword. I really hate Axel using the weapons. It doesn't look cool. I hate these things. I wonder. I think they're all considered separate categories. I know there's a ninja like behind you at some point, and I always forget where. So for the next like hour, I keep turning to there he is, turning to the left looking for him. Jump kicked who? I already forgot. See, for once, I threw on purpose, and so that's fine doing the forward A there, but you're supposed to do 2 of the bashes first, and then it's a guaranteed kill. But I can't do anything like completely right without reservations. There's always some fuck up in the middle of it. I've had bad luck with jump kicks missing on the jets. And then they usually whiff punish it with the dive move. I don't want this, I don't like doing it, but there's an AI loop on our bear that doesn't look that hard, but I think there's like something I don't know about it. Like he might need to specifically be in the upper right corner, like pressed against the wall, and the lower right won't work, which I try it and it doesn't, it doesn't pan out. Yeah, our bear is ridiculous. There's a loop you do where you just jump back as he's waking up, and he'll always do his like reversal shoryuken thing. And you can manipulate him to just do the 2-hit rush attack and then beat it with grand upper. But I think I lose like multiple lives here or something. Of course, instead of just swinging with the sword, I tried to grand upper that on reaction, which is hard. And there I am trying to do that bait mid-screen for no reason. Whatever. So that's the first part of it. You do that. But he's not supposed to just go down and leave after it. I've seen speedrunners do this thing where they seriously just tap the stick toward him, but it's at kind of a rhythm. And then you shut up about your sword. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure he does have to be in the upper right corner for that loop, and I don't know how easy that is to set up. The speedrun thing is weird. They just kind of dance at him, and then he always attacks at the same time, and then they hit him. And then sometimes he doesn't attack then, and they cuss. The fucking throw. And then that of course was supposed to be another jab. I said a couple cuss words about this guy. I switched to 2 jab infinites because I was so tired of missing the jab version. There really is a lot less damage per rep. Yeah, I like it too. So do you like Streets of Rage 3 or Bare Knuckle 3? I know a lot of people only like Bare Knuckle. I had to get that pose in there. This part is surprisingly hard. I mean, it makes sense because I don't understand how to deal with signals, and it's just a ton of signals. But you're like stuck in the upper right corner for the whole thing. Unless you feel like spawning like 8 enemies at once. Yeah, as I understand that the difficulty of 3 is a lot of people's complaint with it. And then, of course, a lot of people don't like the music. Kokaku just runs into it. Hey, Oshawott. I can't find him. He's hiding behind the life bars. I don't know why I bothered with the grand upper. Thank you, Tanir. See, these guys are jerks. How much longer do you have before you can go? Baboosh. Oh yeah, this dude really gives me the business. This might be where my habit of always jump attacking instead of just empty jumping gets me killed. I'm not sure. Does this matter if you kill these guys beyond like that they're worth points? Does it reduce the number of bikers who catch up to you back here? Yeah, and this jump thing is obviously a bad idea. I'm clearly just out of ideas here. But then they walked into the jabs for no reason, so... I don't remember how this one went. I think I actually killed a stealth, though. Yeah, because it just runs into me. I remember this fight being like super hard before I'd like beaten the game once, and then I like haven't had a bad Souther in stealth since then. Again, I swear Souther is easier than Zamza. I don't know if he like actually is or if it's just because you can see the ground, since like Z-axis alignment really helps here. But he has like less HP or something. I'm getting out footsied so hard. Oh yeah, you know Soya and Henri at the end of the elevator? I think I understand why I kept dying to them now. Because I died to them in this run as well. A little spoiler for you there. This guy is a jerk. Typhoon. I don't know why I didn't just jump in on him. I'm pretty sure the bikers don't do anything about meaty jumping attacks. Why did I jump there? I don't know. Can I click this now? Is it gonna make noise? I'm gonna look at this in a little bit. I get so bored waiting for the grenades to blow up. Can you just like go through there? Am I being like more cautious than I need to be? Like, it's not me, right? Like, Grand Upper is seriously the most abusable move in the history of games, right? That's the thing, as far as I can tell, these guys have 0 frame jabs. They just go from idle stance to hitting you. It's really hard to know what to do as they're getting up. The pipe is not good, does no damage. The knockdowns are not always advantageous either. I find this part of the level pretty easy, but I think it's just because I'm going so slowly. I'm pretty sure it would be fucking impossible if I was like, I don't want to say speedrunning, but going faster anyway. the one head bash. What's going on? So that throw right there was where I remembered that you can land on your feet. Which Oshawott told me. That'll come in handy later. So I think I want a 1cc2 on at least hard. Mania is too fucking hard for me. I already know that. Hardest looks pretty difficult too. Hey, Gamer Chicky. Yeah, so if you look, this guy's name is Griffiths. That's like Griffith from Berserk. So I get scared here because I'm pretty sure you're in his throw range when you're that close, so. This is so hard, this part. I think this might be like the encounter for which I have the least like strats or like idea of what to do. I don't know, I'm just gonna throw out Grand Upper and run around. Yeah, see, I finally remembered. Then, yeah, I lose it and start doing the forward A thing. Which, for those guys, I think it does make sense, because they do so much damage that it's better, or it's safer to do that. You'll probably take less overall. Oh, what a skillful play this is. It really does sound like Dab a Paw. Okay, so the reason that, and I do pretty poorly on them this time, but I noticed this a few times before this, like when I played it on Tuesday, I noticed it as well, but the thing that makes them so fucking hard is that they wake up at totally different times. So Soya gets up like instantly, and then Henri gets up like half a second later. So you can't just keep Grand Uppering them on wake up because they wake up at different times, and Henri slaps you in the recovery. So I think it's probably as simple as just knocking them both down and then doing the 2-jab version of the infinite, because I think that has the least downtime between attacks. Yeah, which it didn't. You have to be careful because Henri gets Henri's like jab slap thing is kind of fast, and it does a shitload of damage, which is why I wouldn't want to do the 3-jab version. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I don't think either of those characters throw. Dunk. This fight is really bad. I've done this like without getting hit before, and this is like, so that's 3. Here I am just hitting the air. 4. Yeah. And then I said, what? Uh-huh. And then I shooshed you. So what was that, 6, I think? I didn't count the 5th one, but it was there. 7. It just keeps happening. 8. 9. I only did that Grand Upper because I'm pretty sure if you don't, you get hit by the like death animation. There he is. And 10. I was on tilt at this point, so of course I just didn't get hit after that. I don't remember the beginning of this at all. I think, like, you don't need to control the spawns, right? You can just kind of keep going right, and as long as you don't get bullied by this Garcia, it's pretty simple. And as long as you don't spawn Bear Jr. while the robot's alive. Now that I know the thing that I know about, like, the enemies lose invincibility on refight, I definitely think this stage is, like, a lot easier than the previous stage. Because of this nonsense, like... It took me that long to remember the A button existed. Yeah, people were saying that the stage was easier, and I didn't see it until I realized that I could just be grand uppering all of the enemies on Wake Up over and over again. These guys are funny because they block, but I've never seen them, like, actually attempt to attack after blocking grand upper. They're just like, all right, did that, and then they go back to doing nothing. So I was feeling pretty good about my chances of once he's seeing it after this nail fight. I feel like that jump was a little early. I guess not, because they're all that early and they're all working. Oh, what? The throw into forward A thing? Yeah, I think if all you care about is doing damage off of a throw, it's the ideal thing to do. You do either 2 or 3 of the, like, forward bashes, and then you cancel that. So these are boss refights, and normally the bosses would be invincible right as they wake up, but the refight versions are not, except for Nail. I did, yeah. And then this fight is kind of a disaster, because I've only gotten to Shiva like 3 times or 4 times ever. And, like, I've had strats described to me, but they're kind of tricky to execute, and, like, I didn't understand everything. So I know to jump, but then for some reason, I reflexively hit the kick button, doing very little damage and, like, knocking him away so that I've lost control. And then I just sort of am trying to hit with jab into grand upper for the rest of the entire fight. I was meaning to count the deaths, but I forgot to. It's a lot. It's like 8 or something, because you get so many 1-ups. It keeps happening. I don't get how you're supposed to fight Mr. X. Like, you know, obviously you want to get him in the corner and beat the shit out of him, right? But when he's not cornered, like, is he just totally invincible, or is it only his, like, pistol whip thing, or, you know, Tommy gun whip? I guess it would probably be easier to grand upper through the bullets rather than jump over them, huh? I didn't really think about that. Even though I do it a couple times. That was just because I happened to be doing grand upper anyway. As I understand it, like, Shiva's the real last boss and Mr. X isn't that bad. But it is true that I have, like, literally no strats. I'm just sort of hoping he gets close. There we go. This is the first beat 'em up I've ever won credited. And then it took me forever to remember that this is where you enter your initials. I'm gonna highlight this, is why I'm bothering letting everything run. Did you notice it said doted there? For a second, I think I commented on it in real life. I guess I should set up my Mega Drive now. It's funny though, like playing through that and then looking at the playing through that and then looking at the time that the speedrun lasts. Speedruns are like half an hour long or maybe even shorter. I will, just a sec. So there's that. Do you want me to play this? Hang on. Let me see if I can do this. Browser. Video. I tried to write YouTube video, but it just came out as YouTube Vide. So that'll have to do. What is 1080p? It's like 1960 wide and 1080 high or something. Wait, I stream it 720p though, don't I? How do I interact with this? We really need to mod the game to play the Hanna-Barbera bongos when Abadede is revving up for that. Holy shit.